All right, it is time again. The ones who follow me for a while, they know twice a year we give all the animals under the Kuri Parkway with a 360-degree treatment against everything. They get all types of nutrition for their health, for their joints, for their digestive system, but most importantly, during summertime, the
Hey guys, this time is new and not you. Just slip down and fall down the tree. So now we are at Texas Nose Camp. They tend to fight. It's more playing, I think. I was thinking that he's gonna die and even the vet told me. Is it loud? Our next guest is here to promote the Puppy Bowl, which airs Sunday on Animal Planet. You would think he'd bring puppies. Instead, he brought a bear and other monsters to maul us. Please welcome the Canadian Tarzan, Dave Salmoni. Dave. Hey, how are you? Dave is... Sorry, Dave, who has full? When we think of deadly animals, we imagine hunting for food. But nature has a darker side. I'm talking about real life murder. Creatures that killed for terror, targeted humans, and built legacies that were quite literally soaked in blood. Some hunted entire villages. Some were hunted by legends. And some are still out, lurking in the shadows. These are six deadliest animals to ever exist, starting with the deadliest man-eater in recorded history, the Champawat tiger. Over the course of a few years, in the early 1900s, the Champawat tiger killed 436 people across the whole of northern India. She started her attacks in the foothills of Nepal, targeting villagers walking to work to fetch water. After more than 200 deaths, the Nepalese army was called in. They didn't manage to kill her, but they did drive her out. She crossed the border into India, into a dense forest of Champawat, and they attacked. People were terrified. This wasn't a tiger that waited in the shadows. She'd come into villages in broad daylight, roaring, and people would slam their doors shut. Daily life came to a halt. Eventually, the British brought in Jim Corbett, who would become legendary for tracking down man-eaters. After days of searching, Corbett found the body of a 16-year-old girl. She'd been dragged into the forest, followed the trail she left behind, and after a long pursuit, finally confronted and killed the tiger. When he examined her, the reason for her bizarre behavior became clear. Her upper right canine was broken in half, the lower one worn down and young. That kind of dental damage would have made it impossible for the Champawat tiger to catch or kill prey. She couldn't hold on to deer or boar or anything else that she typically ate any longer. So she adapted. She started targeting the only thing in the forest that couldn't run far, didn't have sharp claws or teeth.
Hi guys, welcome. How are you?
Now, I've worked closely with tigers that had similar stories, including one named Nestor, a man-eating tiger I met while working with
Where are you watching
Champawat
live from?
tigers in India. I shared an incredible story
Hello, how are
of
you
how this
guys?
huge man-eater of Champawat killed many, many people, and when they finally captured Nestor and examined his dental behavior, discovered that all four of his canines were destroyed, his mouth was beat up, and so in a desperate attempt to survive, this tiger, like the man-eater of Champawat, turned to human beings, soft, easy, fleshy meat bags that really don't put up any kind of defense. So that is why these animals end up being man-eaters. And while the Champawat small, isolated communities where the deaths weren't even recorded. It all started with a woman in Benji Village, and over the years, the pattern never changed. People were pulled from their homes with terrifying precision. Death. Search parties found blood trails, pieces of clothing, bones, all kinds of things. They never found the leopard. Colonial government tried everything: traps, poison, controls, even armed guerrilla soldiers who avoided the fall. Eventually, the famous Jim Corbett was called in. The same hunter who brought down the champion tiger. And even he said that this leopard was the most elusive, the most intelligent predator that he'd ever gone up against. The hunt dragged on for 10 weeks. Camped out in the forest, full of cold leaves, waited all night in freezing weather, and finally shot the leopard on May 2nd, 1926. It was a large male, around 7.5 feet long. Good health, no disease, no signs of old age or injury. So why did it turn to people? Corbett believed the answer went back to the 1918 flu pandemic. Entire villages were overwhelmed. There weren't enough people to bury the dead, and for months, human corpses lay out in the open. The leopard, like was still young, learned that humans were an easy meal, and when the pandemic passed, the bodies disappeared, the leopard didn't forget. Next up, a story that's been whispered for decades along the Rusuzi River and the northern shores of Lake Tanganyika in Africa. A story about a crocodile unlike any other. His name, Gustav. Now, Gustav isn't your average Nile salmon. He's a monster, believed to be around 70 years old and still growing. Some say he's over 20 feet long, which would make him over 2,000 pounds. If that's true, it would make him one of the biggest Nile crocodiles ever recorded, and actually one of the largest crocodiles in history. It was first documented in the 90s by a French herpetologist named Patrice Bay. But the local people, they've been living in fear of Gustav long before that, and with good reason. Gustav is rumored to have killed over 200 people. Some say the number is closer to 300. The real number? Who knows? When you're living in a village on the riverbank and you see someone disappear into the water due to blood-curdling screams as they're pulled to their death, you don't ask for a body count. You just stay away from the water. And what makes Gustav terrifying isn't just his number of victims, it's how it seems unkillable. He's been shot at multiple times. He has at least 3 bullet scars and a nasty old wound on his shoulder, but nothing stopped him. He keeps showing up, huge, silent, and unpredictable. And according to locals, he doesn't always eat. He attacks, just kills them. Then he vanishes. Because of his size, it's believed Gustav doesn't hunt like other crocodiles. Too big to chase fish or antelope. Instead, he goes for larger, slower targets. Hippos, buffalo, and the easiest prey of all, humans. In the early 2000s, a National Geographic team built a 30-foot-long custom steel trap just for him. They baited it with rotten meat, even live animals, set up infrared cameras, everything. But Gustav never took the bait. Smaller crocs wandered in, Gustav didn't. In one last attempt, they placed a live goat inside the cage. That night, the storm rolled in, knocked out the camera. By morning, the goat was gone, the trap was damaged. Gustav, nowhere to be found. Maybe Gustav's dead. Maybe not. Ask anyone who's lived along that river or that Lake Tanganyika, they'll tell you the same thing. They still glance at the water a little longer than they used to, in fear that Gustav is still out there. If a single leopard could terrorize a region and a single crocodile make people fear to go by the water, imagine the chaos caused by not one, but 2 lions hunting together. Enter the Tsavo man. In 1898, the construction of the Kenya-Uganda Railway came to a terrifying halt because of 2 lions. Over the course of 9 months, a pair of massive, maneless male lions prowled the camps near the Tsavo River, dragging workers from their tents under the cover of darkness. The workers tried everything, building thorn fences, lighting massive fires, but nothing stopped the attacks. These lions weren't just opportunistic scavengers. They were calculated hunters, striking night after night, forcing terrified laborers to abandon the site. Lieutenant Colonel John Henry Patterson, the railway's chief engineer, took it upon himself to hunt them down. After months of failed traps and close encounters, he finally shot the first lion on December 9th. The second proved even harder to kill, surviving surviving multiple gunshots before finally collapsing 20 days later. But how many people did these lions actually kill? Patterson claimed 135, though modern research suggests the number is likely between 28 and 31, at least among documented victims. The real toll may never be known. But the question is, why did these lions turn to hunting humans? Some theories point to a rinderpest outbreak that wiped out much of their usual prey. Others suggest they've grown used to scavenging human remains from the Tsavo River, a frequent crossing point for slave caravans. One lion also had a severe dental infection, which could have made hunting larger prey painful. Whatever the cause, these two lions became two of history's most infamous predators. Today, their skulls and reconstructed pelts are on display at the Chicago's Field Museum, silent reminders of the time when the African wilderness fought back against human expansion. If you think that these man-eaters only take place in far-off lands, think again. Right here in the USA is one of the worst, most inspirational cases of man-eaters in history. In the summer of 1916, during a brutal East Coast heat wave and a growing polio outbreak, people flocked to the beaches of New Jersey in search of relief. What they found instead was fear. Over the course of just 12 days, a series of shark attacks would leave 5 people bitten, 4 of them dead, and the entire country in shock. It started on July 1st in Beach Haven. A 25-year-old man named Charles Van Zant went for a swim before dinner and never made it back. Still, many dismissed it, freak accident, maybe not even a shark. But 5 days later, it happened again. This time in Spring Lake. Another young man, Charles Bruder, was swimming offshore when he was attacked. Lifeguards pulled him into a boat, but the damage was done. His legs were gone. He bled to death before they reached land. And then things took a turn from terrifying to unthinkable. On July 12th, nearly 30 miles inland, a group of boys were swimming in Matawan Creek, a narrow, brackish waterway that flowed past quiet towns and backyards. It wasn't the ocean. It wasn't even salt water. But as 11-year-old Lester Stillwell swam in the creek, something surfaced and dragged him under. An adult man, Stanley Fisher, dove in to recover the boy's bodies, and he too was attacked. He died from his wounds later that day. Just a few minutes later, and half a mile upstream, a third victim, 14-year-old Joseph Dunn, was bitten, but miraculously survived. The surprising attack sparked national headlines. Panic swept the coast. Beaches were shut down. Armed men patrolled the water in boats. Shark hysteria had officially arrived. Eventually, a 7.5-foot great white shark was caught nearby. Human remains found in its stomach. Most assumed the nightmare was over, but to this day, experts still debate whether that was the real killer. Why? Because great whites don't swim in fresh water, but bull sharks do. In fact, they thrive in it. They're stocky, aggressive, and perfectly adapted to move between oceans and rivers, even hundreds of miles inland. Many scientists, myself included, now believe the 1916 attacks weren't the work of a rogue great white at all, but of a bull shark that made its way into the creek and changed history. But what if I told you there was a two-legged terror that was eating people? In the early 1900s, deep in the jungles near Mysore, India, something strange and terrifying began to unfold. People in rural villages started vanishing. Others came stumbling back from the forest, bleeding, disfigured, their faces torn apart. At first, no one knew what to think. It wasn't a tiger, it wasn't a leopard. The wounds were different, messier, more personal. And then the truth emerged. It was a sloth bear. Now, that might not sound like much. Sloth bears aren't typically man-eaters. They eat fruit, insects, shaggy, awkward-looking, and even kind of goofy until they're not. Because when provoked or injured, a cornered sloth bear turns into a nightmare. Fast, strong, and vicious beyond belief. And this particular bear had gone rogue. Locals believe it has been shot by poachers. Others said it had been driven out of its territory by habitat loss from human activity. Whatever the cause, it had snapped, and it wasn't hunting for food. It was attacking out of pure rage. It didn't kill to eat, didn't drag off bodies to consume. It charged without warning, ripped faces off, tore scalps from skulls, and disappeared into the underbrush like a ghost. The survivors, what few there were left behind disfigured and traumatized. While sloth bears may look cute and cuddly, and they're not the day. The villagers, they called it the devil bear. People stopped going into the forest. Farmers left crops to rot. The fear was real, and it was spreading. Eventually, the British authorities called in a legendary hunter named Kenneth Anderson, and he was no stranger to rogue animals. But this case was different. He tracked the bear through the dense forest, followed its trail of destruction, and finally confronted it in a heart-pounding encounter deep in the woods. He shot the bear and ended the terror. This wasn't just a dangerous animal. This was something more primal, a predator born from pain, made monstrous by human interference, and remembered forever as the sloth bear of Mysore.
This is me with Vietnam's most dangerous gang in Saigon. Are you ever scared of dying?
Never. Death means nothing to me.
And for the next 24 hours, I've been given exclusive access behind the scenes into the murky criminal underworld.
I've multiple people, and I spent most of my life in prison.
Understand their shady businesses and their deadly way of lifestyle.
Things can happen at any moment. You can get tossed here.
This will be a crazy 24 hours, and the timer starts right now.
So I'm on my way to visit one of the most dangerous former gangs in Saigon. A gang that once had the city in a chokehold. But before doing that, I'm going to a slum in an area called District 4, which is locally known as the Mafia District. Let's go.
Right away, I started heading towards the Mafia District, a slum notorious for activity, gambling dens, but on the way there, I couldn't help but notice the huge contrast around me.
On the way to the slum, we are passing through the richest area in Saigon. This is District 1, and it's known as the Millionaire District. And you can see from around me, we have Burberry, we have Coleman over there, we have Versace and Chanel as well. And it's not that uncommon to see some hypercars as well. But as you get closer to the slum, you can see that the roads are really starting to change, and things are getting rougher and rougher.
So even 5 minutes after stepping into the slum, this is what happened next.
Can you ask this handsome man if he has a wife?
Ask you, do you have wife or not?
No, I'm looking. Is there a wife in again?
No, if you let
Looking out to find one?
yes, just a moment. I will introduce you to my niece.
They gonna read next door for you.
Oh, wow, I love it.
It is currently cooking.
Wow. Look at that. Looks like I'm going to be moving to the show. Oh, come on.
Okay.
My name is Andy. Sally. Your name?
Kim Ngân.
M-G-A-L.
I thought you said Kim Jong-un.
Bonnie.
Kim Ngân. Ngân.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Ngân. N-A-N-G-A-L.
Okay, I forgot to. You can be my mother-in-law.
Anh hỏi là vậy đó thì cô có thể làm mẹ vợ.
Of course, you have my blessing. Take her number, and if you have any issues, I'll step in. Okay?
Yeah, if you can get in touch with China and maybe she will in someday.
Okay. Wow, I'm already meeting the family. Look at that. Having seemingly secured my future Vietnamese wife, I decided to get deeper into the slum. And believe you me, it was much rougher than I was expecting.
Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, illegal residential areas like this used to have so much fires. And as you can see, a lot of them are basically made out of bits of rubbish, bits of old wood, some corrugated metal over here. Basically flammable material. And since these houses were illegal, a lot of people used to make shift connections with the main electricity grid. And even after that, people used to light their houses with candles and even oil lamps as well. So that's why you have so much fires. And look at this worst part as well. Since the alleyways are so narrow, you basically got no chance for fire truck getting through here.
Feeling apprehensive, I did continue to explore the slum until I got a message that stopped me in my tracks. And it was a message from one of the most dangerous former gangs in Saigon. Luckily for me though, they promised to take me deep into their territory and to reveal all the dark secrets about their gang, including their brutal prison stories and if they have ever killed someone. But since I was unable to meet them until the next morning, I decided to continue heading deeper Islam.
I have bone cancer in my arm, and I have a heart condition. I had stage 4 cancer. I can't do regular work. I just peel fish for a living.
Oh, you feel the fish?
Less than $20,000 per day.
At this point, I genuinely felt bad for her. But what she decided to show me next really shocked me. This thing exploded. Actually, a lot of this is sewage water. Oh man, this is colorful. This is much deeper than I was expecting. I thought it was only like an inch or something, but yeah, unfortunately, this smells exactly as you would expect. And now, but look at this. Wow. We're golden, huh? You live here? Yeah. Wow. One. Fire? Fire? This is rough, bro. Look at this. Wow. This is three someone's house, I guess.
Our house is collapsing around us, and I can't afford to fix it. My money goes towards treating my heart and my stage 4 cancer. I am 70 years old.
Not wanting to overstay my welcome, I started to get ready to leave. But before doing that, I wanted to help out this lady and to make her day a little bit easier. Thank you so much for allowing me to use your room. Have a good day, man. Take care. God bless. That's rough. Right here, I'm on the edge of District 4, right next to the canals and the rivers. And as you can see, houses on both sides of the river are actually built on top of hills. That way, when this water floods, all these houses stay nice and
Hi
secure.
guys, how are you?
This is one of the things that makes this area super unique and really distinct. All of District 4 is essentially one big island, and the fact that it's so isolated made it an ideal place for a lot of crime over here. And this area was essentially controlled mostly by one man, a man known as the godfather of crime here in Saigon, a man named Namka. He used to run a lot of illicit businesses like gambling and also don't trusting businesses. And there was until the 2000s that the government stepped in and slowly started to improve this area and slowly started to crack down on all the crime. And even though this area is changing, unfortunately for a lot of the residents over here, it's not changing quick enough. I then make my way deeper into the slum to see if I can speak to some locals and to learn about their stories. But what this couple decided to tell me was truly heartbreaking. Can you tell me how long you've been here in this area?
We've lived in this house for 15 years. When we moved here, I used to work as a farm laborer, carrying heavy sacks of sugar cane. But now, I'm 74, and I can't do that anymore. We do anything to survive. We collect trash, cans, and bottles every day just to get by. We leave at 1 in the morning and come back in the afternoon. Then I leave again at 4 and work until night. I keep working late at night until I can't see in the dark anymore. When it rains at night, I sleep against the wall, waiting for the storm to pass. But later one evening, a motorbike hit me in the dark, and it ran straight into me and broke my leg.
Did you have a motorbike crash?
Yes, many times. He also got hit on the head by another motorbike too. Life is so miserable sometimes that I simply want to die. After work,
Hello guys, how are
I
you?
go outside of restaurants and wait for people to finish eating. Then I quietly ask them, "Hey, can you give me the leftovers, please?"
And if you thought that story was disheartening, just take a listen to this. I was just speaking to this lady, and as you can see over here, this is actually the boundary of the house. So if you this is me with Philippines' most dangerous gang in Manila. I've never seen someone getting and for the next 24 hours, I've been given unrivaled access into their dark, murky underworld. People will get stuck. Yeah, that's here. To understand their brutal struggles and their deadly way of lifestyle. Oh, if you go to town, they will be revealing some never told before story. And the time starts right now. So I'm on my way to visit one of the most dangerous hosts in the Philippines. It's a place called Apina.
my friend. Give me the local price. What's the local price?
Low price, 500, my friend.
500? Bro, at least buy me dinner before you pay. It's
My
fine.
friend, that's like long way in Baseco, my friend.
Well, what's the first price?
First price, 500. Go to 450.
450. Bro, it's on down.
No, my friend, that's low price. 400.
What's the best? Bottom price.
400, my friend.
Hello, Raj. How are you? I'm from Kenya. Where are you from, bro?